Good day. My name is Williams Nathan Blessing Omajere. I'm here to talk on a topic, case study of developing and using multimedia-based supplementary teaching material for model school. So what I'm talking about is developing and using multimedia based supplementary material for model school, like our school year in KMS, Nigerian Korean Model School. It's a model school where I am an Arabic teacher. So, research has shown that the use of multimedia has been effective in increasing productivity and retention rates. And also, more research has also shown that people remember 20% of what they see, but 40% of what they see and hear, but 75% of what they see, hear, and do simultaneously. Meaning that educational system as a tool for effective learning is very pertinent. With the use of multimedia, the communication of information can be done in a more effective manner, and it can be effective instructional medium for delivering information. A multisensory experience can be created for the audience, which in turn elicits positive attitude toward the application. Multimedia has been shown to elicit the highest rate of information retention and result in shorter learning time. We've been talking about multimedia, but what is multimedia? It refers to more than one medium of expression or of communication, such as audiovisual, audio, visual, and both. And it's a broad term of combining multiple media formats involving using of 5 basic types of medium, which are text, video, sound, graphics, animation. You can see right on the board one of the multimedia-based information or multimedia-based medium that we use in teaching. This is visual, what they can see. And also, we also have text. Below the visuals, we have text, which they can also read there. Now, what are the importance of this multimedia? This is supplementary based material that are used for a model school like our school, NKMS. This is used to teach the children based on the topic of weeds that are used or that are common in the locality. They are also very important, or they are used by, that are eaten by also animals that we rear. What are the importance of multimedia or importance of multimedia to education? One of the days we use our traditional method confined to the tiresome lectures and silent books only. Nowadays, today, multimedia has become an important part of education all over the world. Even educational institutes these days have become more conscious of how they impart knowledge to the young ones, because these days teachings are student-centered, no longer teacher-centered. You might wonder, what are the advantages of this multimedia? It increases learning effectiveness. It's also very fascinating. Children want to see, what is this? It's more appealing than traditional lecture method, teacher lectures, and everybody's sleeping, and all they do, it's they go. It's interactive. It makes learning very interactive. Children can easily say, "Hi, I've seen this in my house. Oh, this is behind our backyard. Oh, we used to cut this and throw it away." It builds them personally because they are able to interact freely with their friend. Even their personality is being developed. What about their academic performance? What they see, like I said before, hear and do simultaneously, 75% of it retains in the memory, and they are able to put them down in writing without having to read so much on that topic. When we say increasing learning effectiveness, students are better able to comprehend what they have been taught at school, and learning become more effective for them. When multiple senses work together, human mind catches information readily and they absorb it fully. So with the use of graphics, sounds and animation, that comprehension power increases, and that enhances sustainability. What about fascinating? What the multimedia makes learning very fascinating. For instance, a teacher who is constantly speaking in front of a rostrum can make students feel bored or sleepy. But on the other hand, when same content is delivered through computerized system full of colors like this one, text like this one, appealing graphics, and the sound is clear and it attracts their attention, the same information remains vivid in their mind for a longer time. They can even discuss it within their friends. And when it is conveyed using multimedia technology for young ones, learning takes place without stress. And this is a great way to keep them stuck for hours and increase their attention span. And this makes it different from the traditional learning method that we know. When you say learning is interactive, children are able to contribute to what is being taught. When students interact during class, they give them an opportunity to learn in a better way. They feel confident. This is one of the huge benefits, or more, some of the huge benefits that multimedia offers. Now, there is no need to stand in a queue and wait to get answer checked by a teacher. But now, using the quick multimedia reliability, the softwares these days in most countries, most experts emphasize on the importance of interactive learning, and this is student-based learning because it offers more advantages than traditional learning method. Learners, they are not only just listeners, but they are participants in the classroom. That's the effective use of multimedia. Because the teacher doesn't just stand talk, but the children sees what the teacher is talking about. What about personal development in the students? It might sound strange, but it is proven fact that interactive learning, especially with multimedia, helps a lot in shaping personality of the students. They become more independent by doing things on their own. They study on their own. They even evaluate themselves on their own. Moreover, when their learning skills are improved, they even get more confident. They're able to raise their hand and confidently answer based on what they see. It teaches them to learn things in a systematic and disciplined manner. That's the important use, one of the also important uses of multimedia. What about the academic performance? It's also being enhanced. The academic performance, students perform better in assessments when they are taught through multimedia. This is true only when curriculum is carefully planned and the method of imparting knowledge are highly effective. A computer software with poor sounds and blurred, extremely sharp image will rather hinder the ability to grab quickly and frustrate the learner. So when we get a very good clear view, like we have in NKMS, we have the TV where you can connect your laptop to, and the children can see clearly wherever they are sitting because it is there. Now, we are talking about supplementary materials which we have been looking at since. I'm going to go to my area of specialization, which is agricultural science. I'll call it in short, agric science. How does multimedia play a role in this? For example, I've been talking about this plant since, but what are we looking at? These are weeds, common weeds. I'm thinking of common weeds. These are dicot weeds. Sorry, please. Monocot weed that are found within the children's locality. One of them is elephant grass, and the botanical name for elephant grass is Pennisetum purpureum. We also have carpet grass. The botanical name for it is Azonopus compressus. We also have guinea grass. The botanical name for it is Panicum maximum. We have Bahama grass. This is called Cynodon dactylum. This is some of the grasses that are found in the locality. Now, one beautiful part of this is that they have many characteristics, similar characteristics. Most weeds, they produce many seeds, e.g. like grasses, and they can withstand trampling. You see them, they cannot die easily, and they have long period of viability. They have efficient means of propagation, that is, they grow faster than any other plants. They can withstand even unfavorable weather conditions. Even when there is rain, there is sun, this plant can withstand it. Now, when children, using the means of multimedia, one of the multimedia methods we should say supplementary. These are one of the supplementary materials. Also, what they can see. Like I have other plants here. Although I'm not mentioning it. This plant is called sensitive plants. The botanical name for it is Mimosa pudica. Sensitive in the sense that when you meet them on the field, when you touch them, they die, so to say, or they closes. And when they know that you're not close, they do what? They open up. So this is one of the things. When children see this, or you show them in the class, and they're able to feel it, they're able to touch it, learning is retained. Even when they see it outside, they quickly identify, oh, this is sensitive plant. My teacher taught me. When I say, wow, so you can easily identify the plants in your locality. Yes. Now, bringing such in exam, what happens? That child is able to remember because he or she not only see, he or she feel, and he or she do. Meaning touching or playing with the plants. Many times you see the plants, say sensitive plants, and they can remember the botanical name, Mimosa. Like that. We also have commonly found in our locality too. We also have this grass called spear grass. Sorry, it's called carpet grass, which are used to beautify the environment, especially field of playing football. This is spear grass called Pennisetum pepereum. It is found in our locality. Imagine a topic being taught and this being brought to the class. Children can easily identify and say, oh, I've seen this before. Yeah. Everybody will start. The class become interactive. In that instance, it builds the child's confidence. And the child is able to know that, wow, so these things are not so difficult like they seem. Imagine you give them only the books, you give them elephant grass, Pennisetum pepereum, they will want to cram. But when they can see, feel this, they are able to identify it even while on their own, on their playtime. They are able to look at the plant and say, I know this plant. So it makes learning what? It retains what they have learned. And it makes learning interesting. It doesn't make it so difficult for children to easily pass their exams. These are one of the multimedia or supplementary multimedia based materials that I just showed you. Now, developing supplementary based material, there are problems in doing this. One of the problems is lack of information technology. Some students may not have computers. Like I said before, they're able to do the assignment without queuing to submit the assignment. But whenever there are no computers in such areas, what happens? Children are not able to access it. Most schools, they don't have technology like NKMS. It's rare. Few of schools are like NKMS. Even both the software and the hardware, they are required to use multimedia in learning. For example, learning computer. If these things are not able to sync, what happens? Schools like that have to go to their local method, the traditional method that are being used before. What about video files? If maybe they are so large, cannot be downloaded. In that place, teacher had to improvise, and which might not make learning so very, very effective. So it diverts attention to other things which can affect learning. So sometimes excessive information about certain topic leads to cognitive overload, and it becomes difficult for the students to understand all the important information that has been presented. Rather, it begins to divert, which can affect what the children are supposed to know at that particular time. But there are solutions to these problems. One of them is, like I did, teachers can print text material in a more colorful and attractive manner to capture students' attention easily. You agree with me that this can easily capture the students' attention. Okay, there should also be workshop seminars that requires how to repair, because when these computers we have, when they go bad, if we don't know how to repair it, it becomes like it serves just for a purpose of time, just for a period of time, and before you know, no longer useful. But there should be workshop on how to repair, how to manage this, so that this multimedia, because they're not meant to last forever, so that they don't malfunction. The teacher also should emphasize on the key points when bringing such materials. Should emphasize on the key points that need to be taught, not just going to, because you see this plant, there's a lot that can be talked about it, but what should be the main concern? The main concern should be on what the child needs to learn like agricultural science. That's the reason why I brought this. So teaching or learning is based on this, not above what is being given. And also, you agree with me, in country where I come from, constant power supply is difficult. But in NKMS, thank God to Quaker. Quaker has really done great. We have a standby generator, and this we are able to use this method of teaching effectively using multimedia. Now, in conclusion, because of multimedia-based material, it is now easy to help students to retain and build a better understanding of agricultural science, for example, and they also generate learner. It gets them involved in what they are doing. Thank you.